I'm Robbie.
And I'm Johnny. We're the Goo Goo Dolls, your host for the next 120 minutes on MTV. Tonight we'll be performing live, and so will the Chicago band Veruca Salt. There's also cult classics from The Clash and Bauhaus.
Plus brand new videos from Radiohead, Ween, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Our Lady Peace, and right here to kick things off, it's an MTV premiere from Trent Reznor and 9 Inch Nails. This is the third clip off their second album, The Downward Spiral, and it's called Hurt.
I find more inspiration from being upset about something than being happy. Because I don't like writing. I don't like the process of it. I don't like the pain involved in it. You know, for me, it's not a... If I'm feeling good, I don't want to sit down and pull my notebook out and self-question myself to the point of wondering if I have anything to say anymore.
Still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in
From his debut solo album, Ball Hog or Tugboat, that's ex-Minutemen and Firehose bassist Mike Watt with Big Train here on 120 Minutes. And here's some good news. The folks at 120 have just learned that Mr. Watt will be here to guest host and perform live in early May. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Robbie, and we are the Goo Goo Dolls. And we're guest hosting tonight. We'll be performing live later, and so will Veruca Salt. But right now, it's the first video off our new 5th album, number 5, A Boy Named Goo. It's called Only One, and it was written especially for you. Here it is. It's called Only One.
The glamour, the excitement, the stars, the valet parking, the fender benders on the way home after one too many Rob Roys at Chasen's, the celebrities saying things they'll deny later, and Margaret's show at their post-Oscar party. We've got it, all of it. MTV's Oscar wrap-up, behind the scenes, Tuesday night at 10. We couldn't have done it without all the little people.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. Boop boop be doo.
You know what I mean? Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. From Chanel.
I wanna be kissed by you, just you, nobody else but you.
Number 5. Detectives Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett
Just punch it, man. Just punch it. Go!
on the Miami police force. They don't follow the rules. They make them.
I'm a bad boy. Bad boys. What you gonna do?
Rated R. At theaters April 7th.
No cinnamon gum, large or small, freshens breath longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer.
This couple is experiencing Big Red for the first time. Wonder if they'll notice how Big Red's long-lasting fresh breath lets them kiss a little longer. Wonder if they'll notice how it lets them stay close a little longer. Wonder if they'd notice if a spaceship landed and giant burritos got out.
Say what?
Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Skechers, sport utility footwear. What the world's coming to. Available at Nordstrom.
Here's a chip that's got more ridginess. New Pringles Ridges, it's more crunchiest. If crunch is what you can't resist, a Pringles Ridge is more crunch than this. Crunchiest. Golden tasty crunciousness, not this bag chip's greasy mess. Crunchiest. New Pringles Ridges, it's more crunchiest. More crunchiest. Once you pop Ridges, you can't stop.
This is you. This is the commercial you see. This is the number you call. This is the box that comes. This is the machine you get. This is the number you call. These are the exercises you do. This is how long it takes. This is how often you do it. This is the number you call. This is how you'll feel when you're done. The SoloFlex Muscle Machine, just $39 a month. Call now for a free brochure and video. This is the number you call.
Stop just watching TV. Welcome to Sega Channel. It's cable, but you don't watch it, you play it. Your Genesis is hooked up to about 50 games a month, like Sonic and Knuckles, Earthworm Jim, and Super Street Fighter 2. Get secret tips and test drive new games before they're out. Pay what you want for as long as you want for one monthly fee. Sega Channel. Stop just watching TV.
This is Mike.
Hi.
One of the sales managers at Liberty Nissan. Mike's job is making sure Liberty Nissan customers get the lowest possible prices. This is John.
Hello.
The other sales manager at Liberty Nissan. John's job is the same as Mike's, and neither likes to be outdone. Buy a new 1995 Altima GXE at the special Liberty Nissan price. At Liberty Nissan, you always have two managers working to get you the best possible price. Liberty Nissan, 921 South Milwaukee Avenue in Libertyville.
Oh my God! Well, there was a little clip from America's
Least wanted
home video there, pal.
Oh boy. I'm Robbie.
And I'm John, and we're awful embarrassed.
We're the Goo Goo Dolls.
And we're guest hosting 120 Minutes tonight. Next up, it's a brand new video from Radiohead. Most of you remember these guys from their freaking huge alternative hit album, Creep Song thing, and their gold debut album, Pablo Honey.
Well, now the Oxford, England band have returned with their second full-length album, The Bends, and a brand new video, and here it is. It's called Fake Plastic Trees.
With the first video off her third album, Only Everything, that's Juliana Hatfield with Universal Heartbeat here on 120 Minutes. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Robbie, and we're sort of part of the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're guest hosting tonight. Stick around, because you got a brand new video from Ween coming up, along with a live performance from Veruca Salt, and right after the break, we will be performing live.
First, here's a look at the top 10 albums on alternative radio this week. Don't look for us.
Hello there, I'm Louis Largent. Be sure to check out MTV on the radio with MTV's Weekend Revolution. I'll be your host for 3 hours of the best modern rock, featuring buzz tracks, flashbacks, artist interviews, and music news with Allison Stewart. You can catch MTV's Weekend Revolution on the following radio stations.
So, I had this really great dream last night. The phone rings and it's Eddie Vedder. And he asked me out on a date to a fashion show in Paris. I don't know what to wear, so I wear my favorite t-shirt inside out, but it looks really good. Eddie's wearing a disguise so he doesn't get mobbed. It's so romantic, and everyone's singing na 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 at the fashion show, and all the models are so skinny, so we throw potatoes at them so they can eat.
Magneto has arrived. In X-Men 2, play the most mutant heroes, including Magneto. Only on Sega Genesis. Sega!
Which size Keds were you wearing when they stopped delivering milk? When you got too big to be carried? When your mother was the prettiest woman on earth? Which size Keds were you wearing when you learned to take a compliment? And you started to hold your father's hand again? Which size Keds will you be wearing when the first of your friends gets married? And which size Keds will you be wearing when a woman walks on Mars? Keds never stop growing.
The trial of the century is underway.
It's the juice! Run, OJ! Run!
No case has ever been this explosive.
They picked a jury! They picked a jury! They're serving tuna salad for lunch! Tuna salad for lunch!
No suspect this feared.
You are in trouble.
And no juror this committed to justice. Pauly Shore is serving jury duty.
Say hi to Judgito.
Rated PG-13 at theaters April 12th.
It could only come from here. Canada, the home of ice. Molson Ice. Ice brewed by North America's oldest brewery to be colder and bolder. Yet smooth as ice. Molson Ice. From the land where ice was born.
Now this garage better be clean. While you're at it, wash the car.
Sure.
Starburst with real fruit juice.
I want to know about meeting that special someone.
Sorry, can't help you there.
I want to know more about a diet I can live with.
No way, not in this commercial.
I want to know more about Rogaine.
Rogaine with minoxidil?
Yeah!
Anybody else?
Yeah!
Okay. Just call this number now for a free information kit on Rogaine Topical Solution. It could help answer your questions because it's filled with all kinds of facts about Rogaine. And because you need a prescription to get Rogaine, we'll send you a list of local doctors and special money-saving offers to help you decide if Rogaine is right for you.
But I want to know right now.
We'll mail it to you today. So what are you waiting for? Call now for your free information kit. Call 1-800-442-1070.
The 1980s was an incredible decade, and the best thing about it was the music. Superstars like Hall & Oates and James Taylor recorded unforgettable love songs that have become classics. Now you can get the 80s biggest hits all on one collection, Forever 80s. Over 2.5 hours of music featuring Belinda Carlisle,
Forever 80s is not sold in stores.
Forever 80s has all the great songs that are both romantic and timeless. The 80s never sounded better.
To order, call the number on your screen or send check or money order. 2 CDs, $26.99. 2 long play cassettes, $21.99. Rush delivery available. Do it now.
I'm Gene Ween from the band Ween.
And I'm Dean Ween. I'm also in the band.
And you know, you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
Welcome back to 120 Minutes. We're the Goo Goo Dolls, and this is Naked.
Never
had his vision. I mean, he was very, you know, we put in some suggestions and little tasters in the video, but that's what's so strange about it. You know, when you're making a record, even if you have a producer, you're right there and you're sort of listening to what's going on and you can see where it's going or not, you know. With the video, you're putting your trust in the director, you know, and you're not behind the camera, you don't know what's going on, and then somebody mails it to you and you watch it and then it's done. You know.
With the third video off their fourth album, Chocolate and Cheese, that's Ween with Freedom of 76 here on 120 Minutes. I am Johnny.
And I'm Robbie, and we're the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're guest hosting tonight. We've got a brand new video on the way from Ned's Atomic Dustbin, plus a cult classic from Bauhaus. And right after the break, it's a live performance from Veruca Salt, so stick around! And we're gonna kill each other.
I'm Allison Stewart with an MTV News special report. Gangster rap pioneer Eazy-E has died of AIDS at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. Born Eric Wright, the 31-year-old Eazy-E was already in critical condition on March 16th when his lawyer announced that he'd been hospitalized with full-blown AIDS. It was also revealed that Eazy-E had fathered 7 children by 6 different mothers. His wife Tamika, who he'd married on March 13th, and their young son have tested HIV negative. Eazy-E only learned he had AIDS recently while seeking treatment for chronic asthma. Eazy-E was the first rapper to openly say he had AIDS and to succumb to the disease. He co-founded the influential rap group NWA and recently produced the hit vocal group Bone Thugs and Harmony. Once again, Eazy-E, gangster rap pioneer and father of 7, dead of AIDS. That's the news for now. We'll have more news later right here on MTV.
Stop just watching TV. Welcome to Sega Channel. It's cable, but you don't watch it, you play it. Your Genesis is hooked up to about 50 games a month, like Sonic and Knuckles, Earthworm Jim, and Super Street Fighter 2. Get secret tips and test drive new games before they're out. Pay what you want for as long as you want for one monthly fee. Sega Channel. Stop just watching TV.
Friends, Deal Dan, the man with the plan for all-price auto sales here in Palatine. You say you need a car? You say you need a loan? All-price auto sales is the car and the loan for you. Credit isn't that good? All-price auto sales can help. No credit, bad credit, low down payment, no cosigner, recently divorced, recently bankrupt, recently divorced and bankrupt. All-price auto sales can help reestablish your credit with all kinds of cars at all kinds of prices. And I, Deal Dan, can get you a loan or may I be struck down to my tracks.
All-price auto sales, Palatine.
Hey, nice trade-in.
Bill after playing Mario's Picross, the mind-building puzzle game where clues and numbers uncover hidden pictures. It's as challenging as Tetris. Mario's Picross on Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
It's so big.
Unique exercise for your brain.
This is not a vacation. The least you can do is pretend to work.
Brake pads are their business. Sales are their mission.
We don't take
no for an answer. No.
Okie dokie.
And disaster is their bottom line. Chris Farley.
That guy in a little coat.
Did you live under power lines as a kid or something? David Spade. Tommy Boy.
It looks real.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, March 31st at theaters everywhere.
Skechers Sport Utility Footwear. What the world's coming to. Available at Nordstrom.
Hot Dance Mix. 24 of the best dance tracks ever recorded on 2 sizzling CDs. Free with your paid subscription to Entertainment Weekly. Rock the house, show. Call now and get these 2 incredible CDs or audio cassettes absolutely free when you subscribe to Entertainment Weekly. Call now and get 30 issues for 4 monthly installments of only $5.99, almost 70% off the cover price. You can even use your credit card.
Get funky.
Shake that body. Everybody.
Call now and jump into the mix. Save almost 70% on Entertainment Weekly and get the 2 CD Hot Dance Mix absolutely free.
To unlock your body's potential, we proudly offer Soloflex. 32 old-fashioned iron-pumping exercises, each correct in form and balance, all on a simple machine that fits in the corner of your home. For a free brochure, call anytime.
Keeping a competitive edge in business takes the right people. That's where Mark Howard is taking the lead. He's Senior Programmer Analyst for Quaker Oats and a DeVry graduate.
I'm using new technology to give my company an advantage.
At DeVry, you learn the specialized skills that make you competitive in today's world.
Transferring to DeVry to complete my degree gave me the career advantage I needed. DeVry prepares you to compete and win.
For a higher degree of success, call DeVry, 1-800-247-7800.
And there's another little piece of public humiliation caught on film forever. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Robbie, and we are a portion of the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're guest hosting 120 Minutes tonight. Next up, it's a live performance from Veruca Salt.
You know, the Chicago-based band stopped by the 120 Minute studio this week and performed a few songs off their debut album, American Thighs. And here's one of them called All Hail Me.
It's a statement on, I guess, many things. Most of all, it was a cool name and came from a song that we all really loved, and it seemed like an appropriate name. But there are many, I think many, again, interpretations of what it could mean, and it means many things to us, having to do with women and their bodies and the way they're perceived and the way they're objectified, and that body part is particularly objectified. And
Sorry now, I killed you, baby.
yeah, I'm Robbie.
And I'm Johnny, and we're the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're your guest hosts for the second 60 of MTV's 120 Minutes. In the next hour, we'll have another live performance from Veruca Salt, plus a cult classic from Bauhaus, and alternative music videos from Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Poster Children, Our Lady Peace, Matthew Street, Sweet Catherine, and a lot more. To kick things off, it's the LA band Wax, and the first video off their second album, 13 Unlucky Numbers. It's called California. And the thing we have to tell you about this video is that basically you shouldn't try this at home.
Disclaimer, disclaimer. These are trained experts pulling this stunt, and they took all sorts of safety precautions while making this video. The guy you see running down the street on fire had protective clothing and gels all over his body, and there were guys with fire extinguishers standing just outside of the camera. The only thing is, it only happened for about 12 seconds. Director Spike Jones slowed down the film to make the footage last long enough to cover the entire song. And even after taking all of these precautions, the guy still burned on his back and his neck. So please, no matter how bored you are with your life, don't be doing this stuff with your friends.
Or how smart you think you are. Don't do that. By the way, Wax will be here next Sunday at midnight, 11 Central, to perform live on 120 Minutes. For now, though, it's their video called California.
Can't write bad checks when you're burning.
BCJCUA
With the first video and title track off their fourth album, Junior Citizen. That's a band out of Champaign, Illinois called Poster Children here on 120 Minutes. And we played with those guys down in New Orleans during the Mardi Gras, and then everybody went out and drank their body weight in hurricanes and puked.
But it was very cool.
Yeah, I'm John.
I'm Robbie, and we're the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're guest hosting tonight right here. It's a video off our '93 album, Superstar Car Wash, and it's called We Are the Normal. Thank you, Paul, for helping us with that. And here it is. We are the normal.
Says, give a little bit of your love to me. 'Cause I'm waiting right here with my open arms. She says, give a little bit of your soul to me. 'Cause I'm waiting to behold your many charms. Is that love?
Ready, begin.
Infant. Baby.
shrub. Desert. Ugh, stinky. Huge. What can I say?
What would you say?
Last chance.
Whole bunch of new artists on MTV.
MTV. Guess again.
I've been feeding this kid. Thinks he's Don Juan.
Who is he really?
I don't know.
The critics have fallen for Don Juan DeMarco. The sweetest, most life-affirming movie to come along in years. Depp, Brando, and Dunaway shine. Run, do not walk to this film. It will renew your love of life.
He is not Don Juan. How do you know he's not Don Juan?
Don Juan DeMarco, directed by Jeremy Levin, rated PG-13, starts April 7th.
It could only come from here. Canada, the home of ice. Molson Ice. Ice brewed to be colder and bolder. Yet smooth as ice. Molson Ice. From the land where ice was born.
It is a rip-roaring 2-liter, 140-horsepower engine. It's as fast through the slalom as a Ferrari. It has room for 4, and it has a massive trunk. Introducing the new Nissan 200 SX, a sports car of heroic proportions.
The power, the weapons, the people, the horror. What is it about war? Now you can explore the dark force that shaped the century we live in The Century of Warfare from Time Life Video. Never before have you seen why wars are really fought. The men whose schemes lit the fuse of war. The fury of weapons even their creators could not control. Call now and see the battle of the century in Air War for just $4.99. Use your credit card and this additional video is yours absolutely free. Future videos will arrive at the regular price. Keep only those you want. Look into the dark face of war. It's a sight you won't soon forget.
To order your Century of Warfare Air War video, call 1-800-845-8787. Use your credit card to receive the Violent Century video free or send $4.99 plus $3.49 shipping to this address.
They're born here, and they die here. In between, vehicles require years of maintenance and repair. That means great pay and plenty of opportunity for anyone with the training to keep them on the road.
Get training you can use for a lifetime. Call Lincoln Tech at 1-800-842-8300 for a free booklet on a career in automotive technology. 1-800-842-8300.
The music of Seattle is as progressive as the people. Listen to Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Screaming Trees, Tad, Alice in Chains, or Mudhoney. Catch Candlebox at Rock Candy, or hang at the Crocodile Club. Where else can you get the Seattle sound? Best Buy. They don't sell flannel, but they do sell most CDs for $11.99 or less. Like Bush's new release 16 Stone for just $10.88. Some places I'm known for great music.
Hi, I'm Alex. And I'm Rat. We're from Ned's Atomic Dustbin, and you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
We've got a brand new video coming up from Ned's Atomic Dustbin, plus a cult classic from Bauhaus, and the latest from Matthew Sweet, I'm Robbie.
And I'm John, and we're the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're guest hosting 120 Minutes tonight. Right now, it's another live performance from Veruca Salt, that nasty little girl from that movie, and their debut album, American Thighs. This time, lead vocals switched to Nina Gordon, and the song is called Forsythia. And I don't know who Scythia is, but this is for her.
But I don't mind. I don't
With the first video off his fifth album, 100% Fun, that's Matthew Sweet with Sick of Myself here on 120 Minutes. And be sure to check out 120 next Sunday at midnight, 11 Central, when Matthew will be here to guest host and perform live. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Robbie, and we're the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're guest hosting tonight. Stick around, because we've still got the latest from Catherine and a brand new video from a Canadian band called Our Lady Peace coming up. And right after the break, it's a brand new one from Ned's Atomic Dustbin, so stay with us.
Jean-Claude Lethargique. I should get up and go shopping. Buy some new fashions. I have no image, no style. I should think more like Cindy. Get a new hairdo. Pedicure. Manicure. Full body care. Maybe have a chance with Cindy. It will pass.
So, why do you want to work here? I'll tell you why. Opportunity. When I was your age, I heard it knocking loud and clear. I remember it well. I was with the bank, interning. It's a good job. So, are you ready to get your feet wet?
Absolutely.
The juices.
Starburst fruit juice with real fruit juice.
It was the perfect crime wherein everything went according to plan.
I need a SWAT team, helicopters. We're calling all cars here, baby.
But there was something they didn't plan on.
Sir.
Martin Lawrence.
You forgot your boarding pass.
Will Smith.
Freeze!
Bad Boys. What You Gonna Do? Rated R. At theaters April 7th.
The simple notion of playing the game with grace and joy has returned. Say hello to Grant Hill. The Hill by Fila.
The 20 minutes that can change your life. Inside your body is a better body, a Nordic Track body. Millions of people have discovered it. They've experienced how good it feels to be toned and alert instead of overweight and sluggish. And you can discover, too, just how easy it is to obtain your Nordic Track body thanks to the world's best aerobic exerciser. In as little as 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week, you can burn more calories, lose weight quickly, tone and shape your muscles, and discover the Nordic Track body inside you. That's why nearly 3 million people worldwide trust their health and fitness goals to Nordic Track.
I've lost 10 pounds since I started with my Nordic Track.
I was able to take off 57 pounds.
With the Nordic Track, I have lost 25 pounds.
I lost 20 pounds without any dieting at all.
Just 20 minutes is all it takes to create your Nordic Track body. Only Nordic Track has a patented flywheel and one-way clutch mechanism that simulates cross-country skiing, the world's best aerobic exercise, to melt away pounds and inches fast. In fact, Nordic Track is so effective you can burn up to 1,100 calories an hour. That's more than bikes, stair-steppers, and treadmills. Nordic Track gives you a total body workout you just can't get from ordinary exercisers that only work your legs. And Nordic Track is proven to give fast results. In a recent study, Nordic Track users lost an average of 18 pounds in just 12 weeks. Plus, Nordic Track owners also lowered their blood pressure an average of 12%. Not only can Nordic Track shape your body, it can shape up your heart. A proven program with proven results. That's what makes Nordic Track the best. Call today. Discover the Nordic Track body in you with Nordic Track, the 20 minutes that can change your life. With models priced as low as just $19.95 a month, there's a Nordic Track model to fit every fitness goal and budget.
I changed my life in just 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week with Nordic Track.
Call today for your free video and brochure. Then try it at home for 30 days. Call now.
For Coca-Cola Bottling in the Southwest, meeting market demand means managing technology. That's why DeVry graduate Mark Maynez is so important. As technical analyst, Mark is upgrading systems to help his company perform.
Today's growth companies need the specialized expertise we give our graduates here at DeVry. With a DeVry degree, these students will be in tremendous demand, just like Mark.
For a higher degree of success, call DeVry, 1-800-247-7800.
Howdy folks, I'm Sarah McLaughlin and you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
Ready?
We'd like to welcome you back to 120 Minutes. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Johnny, and we're the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're guest hosting tonight. Still to come, we've got the latest video from Catherine and a brand new video from a Canadian band called Our Lady Peace. First, it's Ned's Atomic Dustbin with the first video off their brand new album, Brain Blood Volume. And the title of this album takes some explaining, so it goes like this. It seems that there was this scientist guy way back when who believed that if a person were to drill a hole in their head all the way through the outer surface of the skull, it would allow the blood to flow more freely through the brain and heighten that person's mental awareness. This is not a joke, even though it sounds like one. And the guy really existed, and 2 hippies, of course, actually did this to themselves back in the 60s, and these freaks are still living today. They even filmed it, so they have proof.
Anyway, just like with the wax video, the folks here at 120 Minutes wanted us to state the obvious, so we will do so. That is an incredibly stupid thing to do, and don't do it at home. Besides, why would you want to be going around with a hole in your head? Here's the first video off the new Ned's album, Brain Blood Volume. It's called All I Ask of Myself Is That I Hold Together.
Come on, I'm gonna go drill your head.
Do it!
And I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You'll come down to this side. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You'll come down to this side. All screwy. A blood like a pan full of boiling ratatouille. My muscles in a mess like a mess of spaghetti. Hack through the mess with a greased up machete. Hang from the axles of a boxcar. Follow the dotted line. Oh, like a steer to Chicago, but to the hooks of the Chicago man. And I said, well, you get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You come down to this side. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You come down to this. a shag rug, struck dumb in the presence. Polyester burns from my jacket, rub the skin thin, break down in a diner, then I paid the bill. Well, you get the ankles and I'll get the wrist. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You come down to this. Toothpick stuck in the ground. Tiny lawnmower to mow me down. I could get lost in a lunchbox, following the mittens in the lost and found. Now you get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You come, or you get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You come down to this, I said, you get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You get the ankles and I'll get the wrists. You come down to this.
Allison Stewart with an MTV News special report. Gangster rap pioneer Eazy-E has died of AIDS at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. Born Eric Wright, the 31-year-old Eazy-E was already in critical condition on March 16th when his lawyer announced that he'd been hospitalized with full-blown AIDS. It was also revealed that Eazy-E had fathered 7 children by 6 different mothers. His wife Tamika, who he'd married on March 13th, and their young son have tested HIV negative. Eazy-E only learned he had AIDS recently while seeking treatment for chronic asthma. Eazy-E was the first rapper to openly say he had AIDS and to succumb to the disease. He co-founded the influential rap group NWA and recently produced the hit vocal group Bone Thugs and Harmony. Once again, Eazy-E, gangster rap pioneer and father of 7, dead of AIDS. That's the news for now. We'll have more news later right here on MTV.
Need it pounded home that the best fighters in the world fight here? Check out March on HBO. 3 weeks, 3 major bouts. March 4th, Pernell Whitaker takes on Julio Cesar Vasquez. March 11th, Riddick Bowe versus undefeated Britt Herbie Hyde. March 18th, champ Roy Jones Jr. against Antoine Berg. And come April 22nd, George Foreman tempts fate again. 4 big dates, 4 big bouts. One place to find them.
Friends, Deal & Dan, the man with the plan for all-price auto sales here in Palatine. You say you need a car? You say you need a loan? All-price auto sales is the car and the loan for you. Credit isn't that good? All-price auto sales can help. No credit, bad credit, low down payment, no cosigner, recently divorced, recently bankrupt, recently divorced and bankrupt. All-price auto sales can help reestablish your credit with all kinds of cars at all kinds of prices. And I, Deal & Dan, can get you a loan or may I be struck down to my tracks.
All-price auto sales, Palatine.
Hey, nice trade-in.
Get ready to see it.
Sir, we've got action.
Get ready to hear it.
Tasty.
Get ready to get tanked.
You're gonna really love this one.
The most outrageous comic book hero of all time is coming to save the future. Tank Girl, rated R, starts Friday.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars.
Gather up your ideas. Run with them. Where do you want to go today?
This is Bill after playing Mario's Picross, the mind-building puzzle game where clues and numbers uncover hidden pictures. It's as challenging as Tetris. Mario's Picross on Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
It's so big.
Unique exercise for your brain.
Hey, want to get a free CD every month? Subscribe to Hum Magazine, get a free full-length CD every month. Up to 10 brand new songs, new releases, stuff you love to listen to. Just subscribe to Hum Magazine. Every month you'll get incredible articles, 100 reviews, plus the monthly CD. Hum Magazine cuts through the hype and takes you directly to the heart of rock and roll. From Aerosmith to R.E.M., Sheryl Crow to Danzig and beyond. Call now to subscribe to Hum Magazine and receive your free CD or cassette for just $3.98 plus shipping and handling. There's no club to join, no obligation to buy. Send no money now, and don't worry, we guarantee your satisfaction. I think you've got it. Subscribe now, and every month you get Hum Magazine, plus your free CD. Pretty good deal, huh?
Call 1-800-854-6100 to subscribe to Hum Magazine, and every month you'll receive this exclusive magazine plus your free CD for just $3.98 plus shipping and handling. There's no club to join, there's no obligation to buy. Send no money now. Call 1-800-854-6100 for your free CD every month.
Hi, I'm Matthew Sweet, and you're watching 120 Minutes on MTV.
Hey, thanks for staying up late for 120 minutes tonight. Be sure to check out the show next Sunday at midnight, 11 Central, when Matthew Sweet will be guest hosting and performing live. We'll also have a live performance from Wax. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Robbie, and we're the Goo Goo Dolls, and we've been guest hosting tonight. The final video on the show is from a Canadian band called Our Lady Peace. Their debut album is called Navid, which is an ancient Middle Eastern term for bearer of good news. Navid, by the way, has been nominated for Best Alternative Album at this year's Juno Awards, which is the Canadian equivalent to the Grammys. In fact, the awards were held tonight. I wonder how they did.
Who cares? Anyways, here's the new video from Our Lady Peace. It's really great, and it's called Starseed.
Bye. Our Lady Peace there with Starseed, the final video on 120 Minutes tonight. Send your comments, suggestions, and cult classic requests to 1515 Broadway, 24th floor, New York, 10036. And be sure to check out 120 next Sunday at midnight, 11 Central, when Matthew Sweet will be here to be your guest host and perform live. He'll also have a live performance from Wax. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Johnny. And this is Mike. And we're the Goo Goo Dolls. And we've been guest hosting tonight. And not only that, we'll be out on tour for the next 8 million years. And hopefully you'll buy our record. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you soon.
Bye.